Hello everyone, CatWeazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our second playthrough of Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift, where we're just about to start episode 7. So, haven't heard about any problems from the last turn, which is good, but if there were any, well, we're going to carry on now, so hopefully there weren't. So let's get on with episode 7 and let's get to the hero phase. And here we are at the hero phase, so let's spin all of these around and we will be ready to go. Okay, who is going to go first? Well, I think Olazabal will go first. So, having a quick look at Olazabal, she does have one of these defense tokens. Well, that goes away, so we can get rid of that. Let's go to the Stone of Destiny. What is she going to do? Well, she's going to move onto the charge segment. She isn't actually going to do any combat, she just wants it for the movement part. So she's got 3 action points left. She's only going to use 2. She's going to go 1, 2. Just turn the corner there. And she's going to wait for Tyra to go past. The idea behind that is hopefully as Tyra eventually goes past, we will have Olazabal try and heal her. So there are 3 squares where she'll be adjacent as she goes past, and hopefully Olazabal will be able to get a couple of heals in. We shall see how we do. Okay, so that is it for Olazabal. So we'll spin that round. And who's going to go next? And next up, I think we will have Elisa. She will go next. She is going to go onto the sprint tab. So that is going to cost her 1 action point, and it leaves her 4 left. She gets to pick a card, a response card. She gets +2, so she has got 6 movement. Well, she's not going to use 6 movement. She's just going to go. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She could get right next to that treasure chest. You know what, for a laugh, we're going to do it. I shouldn't do it. What I should do is move here. That was the original plan. But let's have a few laughs. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is going to be her move. She's just going to stop there. As I say, this is like silliness. Shouldn't be doing this. Eventually, I'm going to move her back here to stand here. The reason for her standing there is she will have a good field of fire to cover Tyra's retreat. But for a laugh, we're going to try and open that treasure chest up there. Why not? So there you go, Hans. We're having a bit of a laugh for you, mate. But as I say, anybody watching this for tactical tips and strategy, don't do what Elisa's just done. Move there. That's my advice. Okay, so Elisa has gone, so we'll spin that round. And next we have Tyra. And here we are with Tyra. Now, Tyra is not going to move anywhere because we've got to play this silly game because she can't be aided. So we're going to use 2 of her action points. She's only got 3, and she's going to go onto the attack tab. Now, she can't attack anything, but she can pick a card. This should be her last wound. Indeed it is. So she's got an eye wound. So we can play it anywhere. While this card is in your hand, your range is down to 1. So that's... it was at 2, it's now down to 1. Stereo vision is a benefit that you ought not to lose. Well, there you go. So we now have 2 wound cards in our hand. Our hand is 5, but 2 of them are wounds. We are going to hopefully be able to discard, well, put them into the hero discard at some point. But that is it for Tyra. She can't actually move, she can't actually attack anything. So that is the end of her go. Right, and that is the end of the hero phase. So let's get straight on with the enemy phase. And here we are at the enemy phase, so let's pick a response card. And we've got a 0. Woohoo! God, we have got really lucky with these. So we've got a 0, it's got a red eye, but as you can see, there's nothing in the reserve. But a 0, it doesn't mean that nothing happens, because we're actually on a movement tab. So they are going to move. So, so that is a bit grim, actually, because it means this guy's going to get out of the way. So I think the best way for him to get out of the way, he is a insectoid, he is going to try and move towards us. So he's going to stand on the, what is it, the trapdoor. And he's moved out of the way. After him, it's obviously the Ratika. And that is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But at least it's not going to attack. And this Ratika is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we are. They have moved. But the good thing is they did not attack. So we hopefully will be able, Tyra hopefully be able to kill that one next turn. Although I do want her to move. I did want her to move. Damn! So we'll have to think of something. We shall have to think of something. Oh, that is bad, actually. Right, so we get rid of that. That has not worked out in our favour, thinking about it. You will see shortly. That is the end of the enemy turn. So let's get back to the next turn and move into the hero phase. And here we are at the hero phase. So let's spin these round. Just had a quick look at the rules about threatened squares, and it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's we're all right, I think. Okay, we'll see that exactly in action now, because our first player is going to be Tyra. Now, obviously, I want to move Tyra out here. Yes, and really, she hasn't got time to fight these guys, especially because she's right next to this sprint segment, which I want her to just move on to, which she's just done there. So that's cost her 1 action point. She's got 2 left. But in order to move from this square, which is threatened by that Ratika, she has to spend an additional action point because she is threatened. She's within the range of the Ratika. So I think the Ratika's got a range of 1. It has. So essentially we've used 1 action point for the Stone of Destiny. We're going to have to use another action point to get out of here. And a remaining action point will get her all of there. But we are on the sprint tab, so she does get to pull a response card. And she gets +2. Excellent. So, here we go. She uses 2. Essentially, it takes 2 movement points to move off this square because it's threatened. So that was 2, 3, 4. So that's where she moves to. We can get rid of that. And that is the end of her turn. Ordinarily, you know, she'd have just turned around and whacked this guy. But the fact is, I couldn't afford her to miss that sprint segment. Yeah, we just need the movement. Otherwise, it's going to take us forever to get Tyra off the board. So she's had to, like, discretion has been the better part of valour. And she's had to do a runner. So that's her go. Who is going to go next? Our next player is going to be Elisa, who I wish I had put there, because now she could just blast that Ratika. But, so that's why doing that was wrong. But she's there now. So she's going to spend 1, 2 action points to go onto the charge tab. Now, what she's interested in here is the movement part of it. So she's got 3 action points left. And what she's going to do is she's also going to play Smiting Fist, which puts her up to 4 action points left, plus whatever we get as a response card. It is an all-symbol card, so she can play it for movement. That's what she's playing it for. So that's 4 plus whatever's on this response card, plus 1. So we have got 5 movement. We are using those 5 movement points to open this chest. All 5. So what we've got to do is we've got to draw 2 more of these cards for the chest. The chest is having its lockpicked. We've got to see how good the lock is. If the lock is 5, then we fail to pick it. If it's less than 5, then we pick it. So first one is a +2. So please, not a +3. 2 plus 2s, that's 4. We've spent 5, so she was able to open it. Let's get rid of all these. She has opened the chest. We will discard that. So we need to get the treasure deck. Won't be a moment. Here's the treasure deck. Let's give it a shuffle. Now, there's another reason why this is a stupid gamble, is there are actually in this deck there are actually traps. Yeah. So this is just a ridiculous gamble in order to jazz up what it was going to be, you know, a pretty boring end game. So we'll see. Right, what have we got? Whew, a potion of healing. Right, that's pretty good. Woohoo! So it can be used by anybody. It's worth 2 gold. It's obviously a potion. And I think, what's that symbol? Let me just check that symbol. It's a consumable. Heal 3 wounds and up to 3 wound cards in your hand. Place the wounds in the wound deck's discard pile. How lucky am I? You saw me shuffle. If we can give this to Tyra, all them wound cards she's got 2, can get rid of them. In fact, she can afford to get 1 other wound card. So, brilliant. Well done, that girl. So, we will put that in her backpack. That is just fabulous. Woo! Lucky! So, there we go. The CatWeazle luck strikes again. Yes! Right, so she's gone. We can get rid of that off the board. And so, it did work out after all. But really, it wasn't a sensible play. We should have gone down here. But it has worked out in our favour, so that's pretty good. Right, that is the end of her go. Because she's not going to attack anything. So, there we are. Righto, so that means next up is Olazabal. And here we are with Olazabal. What we'll do with Olazabal, we're just going to move 1 segment to the rest segment. Because Olazabal has spent a load of cards. See, she's only got 1 left. The rest are all discards. So what we're going to do is we're going to rest. We're going to flip that over. I'm going to give it a shuffle. Then we have to draw up to our hand size, which is 5. We've currently got a hand size of 4. So we'll pick the one, well, we'll cut, and then we'll pick the one off the top. And we get Techno Miracle back again. So, excellent. So, she's drawn up to her hand limit. So, that's pretty cool. I'll just check rest. Make sure I haven't missed anything. You must shuffle your discarded hero cards into your deck. Done that. You must then draw hero cards till your hand equals your starting hand size. We've just done that. You cannot aid other heroes while your hero peg is in this spoke. That's fine. We're not aiding anyone. When resting on a space with a flea mattress, you also heal 1 wound. Well, we're not resting on a flea mattress, so we've had that. I think that's a flea mattress there. I think. Is it? I can't tell. I'll have to get back on that one. My eyes are defeating me. Right, anyway, so that is her go. She has rested. And that is the end of the hero phase. So let's get straight on with the enemy phase. And here we are at the enemy phase. Just to confirm, that wasn't a flea mattress. I don't know what it is. Might be a toilet or something, but it's not a flea mattress. Anyway, carrying on. We are in the enemy phase, so we need to draw a response card. Again, we can ignore that. We've got nothing in the reserve. We've got -1. It's going backwards on him. But this does... Actually, that's not too clever, because we go back onto the primary spawn. So we've got a primary spawn. We've got a Chillin, people. A Chillin's coming out. So one of these beasts is coming out of one of the nests. He's obviously not going to come out of this nest. We're not having that. He's going to come out of this one. So we've got a big beastie on the board, people. So we're going to have to figure something out, and quick. So that was bad, actually. I was thinking, oh, that's really good. It's knocked it back. But not only has it knocked it back, it means next in the spokes are a move and an attack. So, in fact, that was a horrible card to get. Oh, well, it couldn't last. The game was going to start biting back at some point, but hopefully it's way too late. So we'll have to see. So, on that knife edge, on that bombshell of a Chillin coming out of a nest, we will end this episode. So, quite a good episode. We did very well. Stupidly went up there to have a look in a treasure chest, but it worked out for us. We've got a healing potion, which will be very helpful for this lady. So it looks like, let's get Elisa down here, give her the healing potion, she chugs it as quickly as possible, and then we start to get the hell out of dodge. Even if she has the healing potion, it's not going to affect, though, it will not affect her action points, because it doesn't get rid of fatigue. Yeah, so we will still have the crawl off the board, but at least we'll get rid of some wound cards, hopefully. So and get her back up to full health. In fact, we may hang on. We may actually hang on to that healing potion, because Olazabal can heal her. Yeah, yeah. But the important thing for Elisa is to get her back here, because we're going to have to start blasting some of these guys, and we're going to have to think of something fast for him, because he has got a movement of 3, I believe. Yes, he's got a movement of 3, and he's got 3 health as well. He's also got, oh, he's got 4 combat. Oh, he's horrendous. Right. Oh, it's large as well. It just tramples, gets a double attack. Yes. We're in big trouble. Right. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to come barreling down here. Doesn't matter where these guys are, it just shoves them out of the way. So we're going to have to think of something. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have sent Olazabal back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I put that wall of stone in here, which had forced that one to go through here. But it would have gone through here. Once it had destroyed the treasure chest, it would be able to come all this way. Oh, we're going to have to think up something. We are going to have to think up something. Right, yes. So that is the bad part of the episode, the Chillin coming out. But it's made it a bit more exciting, hasn't it? So, woohoo! Let's go for it. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. It has set it up rather nicely for the end game. So looking forward to that. Should be pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the help and support. It is really very much appreciated. I would very much like to thank everybody who's gone to Board Game Links to upvote the site. They've actually tripped over into 2017, and I just went on this morning and we're in 5th place. Due to the statistical aberration of just moving from 2016 to 2017, I actually had something like 21 or 22 likes, which puts me in 5th place. So I'm ahead of like the Dice Tower and Rado and people like that. It's not going to last, but I thought it was rather amusing. So I actually took a picture of it. So I'll save that for grandkids. Say, look, I was 5th once, look. But yeah, so I'd just like to thank everybody who was kind enough to upvote the site. And if you do go over and look at Board Game Links, you may see me in 5th. It won't be for long before I get obviously trampled by the pack, but I did think it was rather amusing. Thank you very much for voting for me. And also thank you to everybody on Board Game Geek who has commented on the threads or thumbed the videos or anything like that. Thank you very much. Right, so I hope you will join me for episode 8 of Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift. But until then, this is me. Oh, before I do the closing spiel, if I made any errors, please let me know. But yes, I hope you join me for episode 8 of Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift. But until then, this is me, CatWeazle, signing off. Toodaloo.